EGM Network.
Welcome to the Cindy and Christi Show. I'm Cindy O'Dare, and I'd love for you to meet my very, very good friend, Christi Knight.
Hey,
welcome, Christi.
Yeah, thank you, Cindy. I'm so excited to be here with you. This is such a fun adventure.
So we're starting today. We are going to have all kinds of things that we talk about in the future. But today, I think our listeners probably want to know a little bit more about who we are.
Yeah, like, how did we meet? Why is it Cindy and Christi, right? Like,
yes.
I think we've been here before, number one.
Yep.
But I'm so excited to do this venture with you. Number one, you're like one of the most interesting people I've ever met in my life.
Thank you. That's a nice compliment.
But like on the girlfriend level, we've known each other now. We probably should have done the math before coming on.
30 years. I did it.
30 years.
30 flipping years.
Yeah. And it was in Vero Beach.
Mm-hmm.
And it was all around the modeling agency.
Yes. So Christi owned a modeling agency. She's incredible with all that. Used to do runway shows. And that's how I first met you.
Yeah.
And we modeled. We were models for Sassy and Frances Brewster. And
it was so fun because what it was is there was the modeling agency, which owned, some people might listen and remember Dixie Montgomery Turnabout.
Yeah.
And then when she left, I opened up Christi Knight Fashion Productions and Talent Agency. And a big part of that, my mother was a model in New York. And it just, all of a sudden, I went from modeling to wanting to produce fashion shows and did it in Palm Beach County. But so here in Vero, all my friends, housewives of Vero Beach, whatever you want to call it, beautiful people with beautiful clothes.
Yes.
I was like, why don't you model? Come model at the Ocean Grill. And that's basically how we met at all the boutiques.
We did the modeling for several years.
Yes.
And then Christi started a TV show. And what was that called?
So it was a local station, and I sat in for, I believe it was Marsha Littlejohn. But anyway, it segued into my own show called Style X with Angie. I met her through the modeling agency. Her husband was a French photographer. She was a model. And we created Two Chicks Productions. And our first show was called Style X.
And Christi came to me, and I did a show called Home at Last.
Yeah, she did a real estate segment called Home at Last. Home at Last, you, as viewers, and if you don't know Cindy, you're going to want to really hold on to those three words. There's so much that stems from that.
Yeah.
It was a real estate segment. Let's throw it back to you. Okay. Real estate.
Real estate has been my life.
Yes.
Okay. I have been in real estate since I left home. I went to college in Miami, and I received an offer to cook and clean for Crosby, Stills and Nash. And the next thing I know, I started a business, Home at Last, taking care of rock groups, over 121 bands, over a span of 18 years. And I got a lot of stories, but that's for the future.
Okay, but could I just segue into?
Yes.
So when I brag about my friend Cindy, one of the big things, yes, she says Crosby, Stills, Nash, also the Eagles, and she has credits on Hotel California.
Yes, I have a credit line on Hotel California. We also have credit lines. My best friend Jerry and I started it, and we have 40 albums that we're on, including Jimmy Buffett and Eric Clapton and the Bee Gees, and it kind of goes on and on. And when we were doing that, it was just like a regular job with regular people until it wasn't. And that's a lot of that I can talk about, but it's how I got into real estate. I did my first real estate deal with the Bee Gees. I sold them 3 houses, and it really took off from there.
Yeah. And then she came to Vero, and did real estate, and that's where we met. So
Yes.
she was doing real estate. She actually sold a house to my sister.
Wendy. That's
one of
right.
your first houses in Vero.
Yes.
And then when I had the TV show, we decided we would become quick friends, Cindy and I, and just had such a good time, and our kids became friends. But when I heard this story about Home at Last, I was like, Cindy, we were just starting Style X, and Style X was definitely a television magazine way before the internet was booming yet.
That's so true.
Yeah, so it was very cool. And so Home at Last was something I was very interested. So I got to interview Cindy just
Yes.
like this. And how many years later
Yeah.
we're talking about it.
Well, I do think in terms of what we did then, it's so weird because as a realtor, I have a big social media following, and social media is so huge right now. And I do all kinds of video showing houses. And somehow one of the first Style X videos, which was 20 years ago,
Yeah.
where I was showing a house on the ocean to for Ryan Andrews.
Mm-hmm.
And it's actually, we were so far ahead of our time.
We were ahead of our time.
And it was really
We'll always
cute.
pat ourselves on the back.
I
think that's why we gravitated to one another too, like women who just have an entrepreneurial mind,
Yes.
forward thinking. We were not shy to get out there.
And we always said, we'll figure it out. If we wanted to do something, we did it, we went for it. And I'll ask my listeners, especially the women, do you have a friend that you met, and the minute you met, you just said, this is going to be my best friend for a very long time?
Yeah.
And I think that is, well, I know that's what we both experienced. And our
Yeah.
friendship has spanned all these years through different husbands and divorce and children and happiness and joy and heartache. We've been through it all.
And sobriety.
And sobriety. We're sober sisters. We'll
sisters.
talk about that in one of our
Any questions,
episodes.
ask us. Yeah.
And, you know, it's just been such a fantastic friendship and life together. And to anyone out there listening, you know what we're talking about.
Yeah. Yep. And you know the gratitude that comes with that.
Mm-hmm.
And just grateful that we can be here today and just share stories. I love hearing women talk. I love hearing people who have gone through really
The
I hate to
depths
say
of
it,
hell.
the depths of thank you. The depths of hell, but came out. Like there's a lesson beyond everything.
Yeah.
It's hard to say, like with kids or if you have someone going through something hard, it's so hard to say to them, you want to say, it's going to be better, because no one wants to hear it at that moment.
Hell no.
But
Mhm.
you know, it always will be. There's
It's
always something.
yes.
One door closes, another opens,
Yeah.
right?
As bad as things can get in your life, there's always, well, at least for me, there's always been a silver lining.
Yeah, we look for those silver linings.
And it is one of the things that we do learn as we get older. I think when you're younger, it just seems like this is the way it is, and it's going to be this way forever. Talk about getting older. I am a grandmother for the first time.
Yeah.
And Christy is about to become a grandmother.
First time grandmom.
So, do you have a grandmother name picked out?
I do. I don't know it's going to be a boy, and I don't know if he's going to call me it, but I'd like to be called Birdie.
Birdie, where did that come from?
Well, you know, I'm a
Love
birder.
that.
So, a lot of things. When I was younger, my dad used to call me Bird. I kind of talked like Elmer Fudd, and they'd be like, they did call me Bird. And then back in high school, I had a friend, Kelly Reed. Maybe she'll listen to this sometime. She still will say,
I love that.
and then now I'm a big birder in the relation, my significant other and I love to go into nature and watch the birds. So it's, you know, there's a lot of things.
I want to know
I
all
think
about
Birdie's
those.
cute.
And the places you guys go to, I've never been to half of them, and they're local. They're an hour drive.
Yeah, there's just so many just national parks and things.
Well, that's
up and
one
down
of the things I love about Vero, too, especially. We do have a lot of nature.
Yeah.
We have so many. Our Indian River Lagoon is the most biodiverse lagoon in the Northern Hemisphere. And I know your significant other, Jerry, knows all about that because we've talked
Jerry
about
on
it.
here sometime.
Let's get him on the show to talk about
there.
nature.
Yeah.
But there's so many things about Vero that are great. I mean, we're very philanthropic. We have such diverse lifestyles here. We've got the beach, we have the mainland, we have rodeos and cowboys.
Yeah.
And we have airboats with alligators everywhere and all kinds of fun things.
It's grown
to
a lot.
do.
There was a point 30 years ago, it was a quieter town.
Yeah.
And you did kind of dub it as the Hamptons of Florida.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
And I do think we are still the Hamptons of Florida.
It's a beautiful town. But so now, just so visitors know, and I may be doing from remote there, I'm in Palm Beach County.
That's right.
And when I moved to Vero, I came from Palm Beach County. So we'll probably talk about some things because Cindy and I, we love to go to Palm Beach.
Oh, geez.
There's so many things up and down. So great staycation. The commute going to Palm Beach and Vero is nothing. And people who live in Palm Beach come to Vero Beach. And
not only that, I got to tell you, I'm getting a lot of buyers from Palm Beach.
Yeah,
believe it or
bet.
not.
I can believe that.
South Florida, 60% of my buyers are South Florida, whether it's Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Boca, Jupiter, Palm Beach.
Yeah.
And it's all the same thing because Vero is still, even though we've changed, it's still a very quiet, lovely bubble of a town.
It's well engineered.
Yes.
There's not high rises. I mean, it's just really, it is a quaint, beautiful town.
And I think on that note, when we come back, let's talk a little bit more about what Vero Beach is about and what Palm Beach is about.
Yeah. And then can we talk about what it's like to be a grandma?
Yes, I love that.
Oh, I don't know where.
Create your restful retreat and save 50% now on all Tommy Bahama and Lexington furniture during the Home for the Holidays event at Sunshine Furniture. Sophisticated looks with a mix of coastal and Caribbean styles, Tommy Bahama offers everything you need for your personal paradise and is all half price. At Sunshine Furniture, we have the largest selection of in-stock coastal and casual sofas, love seats, chairs, slipcover sofas, bedroom dining, and occasional furniture from Four Seasons, Capri, Best Chair, Hooker, and Riverside. We're the outdoor furniture experts and have any style of patio furniture that you need, including a gallery of Made in America, Berlin Garden, Pollywood, Woodard, Lloyd Flanders, and Telescope. We specialize in replacement cushions, umbrellas, and fire pits. Come in now for our Home for the Holidays event and winter sale. Don't forget to visit our outlet and sales center directly across the street, Sunshine Furniture, 1295 US 1 in the Publix Plaza, Vero Beach. Visit our website at sunshinefurniturecasual.com.
Vero Beach is out and alive. Music's playing, people are dancing, the dance floor's packed. It's the Sunset Saturday Concert. Fun and free for all on Ocean Drive. With live music by The Reckless Shots. Food, wine, and beer. Presented by GHO Homes, Vero Beach Chamber of Commerce, Sunshine Furniture, and Mulligan's Beach House. The Sunset Saturday Concert. Saturday, December 13th at 5 p.m. at Humiston Park on Ocean Drive, Vero Beach. Now that's the life.
Make a difference this tax season with United Way's VITA program. We need volunteer tax preparers, greeters, and interpreters. No experience needed. Get free IRS training and help local families keep more of what they earn. Sign up at UnitedWayIRC.org for more. UnitedWayIRC.org. This Christmas, let Marsh Landing do the cooking. Enjoy pecan-encrusted mahi, roast beef, honey-glazed ham, or oven-roasted turkey with super salad and a glass of house wine. Make reservations for a Southern Christmas feast at Marsh Landing Restaurant.
welcome back to the Cindy and Christi Show. We are so happy to have you here. I'm Cindy O'Dare, and this is Christi Knight.
Christi Knight, that's right. And before we went to commercial break, you were asking me about we've just been kind of letting people know how we know one another, but I just want to follow up because I gave you my grandma name, and you've been a grandma for like a year now, right?
Yes,
she
I
just
have.
had her birthday. What's your grandma name?
I am Cece.
Ah,
So hopefully Cece will translate. So far, she knows when Cece's coming. She knows when I get there. She gets really excited. I can't wait for you to experience that.
no.
But she's not really talking yet. She's just a year. In fact, on her birthday, she walked, which was so cute.
saw the video.
That was just so great.
It was so
But
cute.
she is just the love of my life. I'm so smitten with her.
So did you just decide Cece like I decided Birdie?
No.
But did you say, Cece?
Yeah, well, we do that. But I decided Cece because my friend Susan Perry and my other friend Steph McWilliams, who are seasoned
My friends, too.
they're your friends too, are very, very seasoned grandmothers. And so Susan's oldest started to call me Cece.
Okay.
Many years ago. I think she's 10 years old now. So every one of them
So
call
you're
me Cece.
already Cece. So
Yeah.
it's just like learning a name. Yeah, nobody really calls me Birdie, so we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. I'll call you Birdie. I love
Aw.
that.
All right. Well, we'll always probably do grandma talk and baby talk, but let's go back because we know each other so well, but our viewers and listeners don't really. And we're kind of just giving a background about us before we even get to present stuff.
And I'd like to go back to Style X, and I'm going to tell you why. And Two Chicks Productions and all that. You were such a big part of the community, and really so many innovative things, including my daughter Lily had a great TV show that you helped produce and write, and it was called Sugar Shack.
Yeah, Lily's Sugar Shack.
Lily's Sugar Shack, and she was a baker. She became a baker because at a very young age, I think she was 16, Lily got cancer. She had stage 3 Hodgkin's lymphoma, and it was quite a shock to everybody. And I will say the entire town, just all of Vero Beach. I don't think I cooked for a year. There was food on my doorstep every single day. It was a very difficult time, but weirdly also a beautiful time.
Yeah.
And during that, for Lily, she just watched cooking shows.
Yep.
And when she got her wish from Make-A-Wish, which I'm a big supporter of Make-A-Wish, all she wanted was to go to New York City to meet her favorite TV chef. And, I can't remember who it was, Claire Robbins. And she did that. And part of it was facilitated by Christi's TV show, because we were able to share that with the Food Network. Well, they went crazy over Lily, and it really changed her life for years. After that, Lily was very much a part of many of the chefs on Food Network, and she really did have that break from you and Make-A-Wish.
It was beyond. So Lily was also my daughter's one of her best friends, and Cindy being a friend, plus now having Style X and having the ability to do these segments, whatever I wanted with them, basically. So after talking to Cindy, and Lily had gone through chemotherapy, lost her hair. She was wearing an adorable wig. And she's like baking. And I said, let's do it in the kitchen. And we did it for quite some time. But I remember the first one. And Lily and I would talk, and she had it laid out. And it was in the house. And she'd wear the cute apron. Lily's Sugar Shack. There may still be some of those out there.
I bet there are.
But that, for me, doing that job, like everything was about feel good stuff.
Yes.
I will never forget. And to watch her soar. Not to mention she got to go to Wheel of Fortune, and we got to.
I forgot
that
about
was
that.
fast forward when we were with WPBF.
Yes.
And she did get to go meet Vanna White with us.
Yes, and that
And
was
Wheel
one
of
of the
Fortune.
things she wanted to do too. Because you know what? People, when you're sick, you don't want violence, you don't want news, you just want feel good shows so that you can kind of just sit back and not get wrapped up in the crazy world, which is part of our show. We hope to bring good vibes to everybody.
Good vibes.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's
Like
what
that.
that's what you did with Style X, and that's what even with Dave and I when we did the Dave and Cindy show, and oftentimes Christy would fill in
Yeah.
if I was out of town or if Dave was out of town.
Yeah.
So it's all it's just
One big happy family.
coming back full circle.
So evolved too, and Dave would come on Style X with the animals from Bush Wildlife.
Yes, that's
and
right.
He'll tell the story. I think he was there when the pelican came after
And
me.
yes, he did.
because I had a necklace on, and it was like,
Yeah.
it was pretty funny. But it's so easy. Like, we've all admired one another. Everyone has grown, changed, moved, come back full circle. But there's always great conversation, and everybody's got something to bring to the table. So I'm excited about it.
Yeah. I'm also excited. I'm just thinking to myself in the future, I'd love to bring Bronwyn Knight
My
on
daughter,
the show.
that's my oldest daughter.
She is
Professional
a
photographer.
renowned, according to Lily, she is a renowned photographer in the travel industry.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Bronwyn's off to New York today, but she's been all over the world, and she just self-published a book.
Yes.
So that'll be fun to see what she does as a mom. And of course, I'm happy she's in the creative world because I feel that's my comfort space, and to watch her soar and see things through a lens. And she goes to all kinds of remote places and luxury hotels, and she's just makes a living out of photography.
So, Christy, we are best friends. We are moms. We are sober sisters.
Yeah.
We have been through so much together. We have so many things that we want to share going forward on this show. Do you want to talk a little bit about some of the things our listeners can expect?
Well, of course, there's always going to be the sobriety.
Yeah.
I love talking about back Miami days with Cindy and Miami.
Okay, yeah.
I do love just talking about empowerment and women. And I did have, a modeling agency. And my biggest joys was when I went to Gifford Youth Center and worked with the kids.
Yeah.
I just think it's going to be sharing, just coming up and what's going on in life and the world, and keep it focused on the positive, don't you think?
And I think also I like to live a beautiful life.
Yeah.
And
we got to talk about
and
interior
you know
design.
what? There are ways. There are ways. There are lessons to be learned. There are tips that you can have to
And I'm a thrifter.
to live your life the best possible way you can. And it probably starts with possibly rewiring your brain.
Yeah.
Meditation is very important to
Little
me, and I know
yoga.
that's very important to you, and
Yes.
yoga and breathing. And, all kinds of self-help books have helped me over the years, but there's just a lot of wonderful ways that you can change your life.
Yeah. I think it'll be fun. I know I love listening to women interacting, bringing different people in. We'll have different people in the seats
Yes.
chatting and sharing. And so we just hope that we can empower as we've been empowered in the past, right?
Yes,
and
yes.
share good words.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's going to be important. Also, I hope that David will listen to our show and give us some tips.
David!
Shout out to David Bush.
Yeah.
I did a show with him last week just to start,
Yeah.
and he'll probably pop in every once in a while.
Yeah. He's got an exciting
If you
life.
were on 4th Street a couple days ago, we celebrated his father's birthday, Peter Bush, and we had the Budweiser Clydesdales clomping down 4th Street. What a sight to see. But we're going to say so long for now.
Thank you
And
for listening.
thanks
It was
for
so
listening.
fun. And what's going to be our final word? Peace
Peace
out.
out.